If you're wondering why so much attention is being focused on shark conservation in recent times, Director of Global Shark Conservation for the Pew Environment Group, Matt Rand, says it's all because of an Asian obsession with shark fin soup.
Unfortunately, because of their value in a bowl of soup, up to 73 million sharks are killed annually, just so their fins can end up in soup. It's a luxury item, it's not a food item. And what this is causing very rapidly is a global depletion of sharks. Right now, 38% of all the shark species that are in the world's oceans are now threatened or near threatened with extinction. And those are just the ones that we know. We also know that that statistic is actually short.
This global decimation of the shark population is now having a negative impact on the ecosystems of many oceans. But Rand says that for a country that has tourism as its #1 industry, potentially there can be a more devastating outcome.
Here in the Bahamas, shark tourism activity actually bring in $78 million into the economy annually. And reef sharks here are actually estimated to be worth about $250,000 each for shark tourism and shark-related activities here in the Bahamas. So it's an important economic driver, and it's a sustainable situation. If you leave the sharks in the water, keep them healthy as you currently have them, keep the ecosystem healthy right now, then you'll have this resource for future generations to come so that the kids will actually be able to see a healthy ocean environment as well.
While shark finning has been illegal in the United States for some time, President Obama saw the need to further solidify shark conservation, and on Tuesday, January 4th, he passed the Shark Conservation Act 2010. Rand says that the United States has already lost a large portion of its sharks.
In fact, on the East Coast, in the Atlantic here, we actually have 18 species of sharks that are so depleted that they're prohibited from being caught completely. So the populations in the U.S. are tragically severely declined, and the ecosystem is actually shown to have some major negative effects, including even commercially important fisheries. But the legislation is a good step forward. It will actually legally mandate that the United States work on international treaties and push other governments around the world to start stepping up on shark conservation. So it's a good step forward. It puts the United States government in a strong position to advocate for shark conservation in world global forums.
Isolated cases of shark finning have been identified in Andros, and there are a few restaurants in Nassau that are reportedly selling shark fin soup under a veil of secrecy. With the Bahamas project coming on stream soon, a very significant Chinese population is about to take up residence in this country. Rand says that Bahamians need to get involved now and sign the shark conservation petition at the Bahamas National Trust.
I travel around the world doing global shark conservation, and I see the decimation happening. And you'll see thousands and thousands of sharks in one day ending up in a port. And that's not going to last long. Even though these predators are scary, they are actually some of the most vulnerable fish in the ocean. They don't reach their sexual maturity until they're late in life, in their teens. And when they do, they're only having a few pups at a time. So it's not like even, let's say, a Nassau grouper that has the ability to be commercially caught. And if it's done well, you could actually be sustainable fishery. Sharks, unfortunately, don't have that same biological potential of even a Nassau grouper or conch or a lobster. They're very vulnerable, and unfortunately, because of their value of their fins in a bowl of soup, they're being wiped off the planet.
For the Tourism Today Network, I'm Gina Seeley.